Hello to all the hi-fi fans out there, I'm Lee388. This time, I want to share with you a streaming player. Actually, I already saw this unit earlier this year. To be honest, calling it just a streaming player isn't really accurate, because its design concept in the digital streaming field is quite groundbreaking. It gives users a lot of freedom. This machine right here beside me, the Stream Free from Innuos. Before we start, I want to thank everyone for your support. Our Hi-Fi Fan channel has reached 40,000 subscribers. Without your support, we wouldn't have reached this number. If you haven't subscribed, please help by clicking the subscribe button. Enough talk, let's get to the video. The Arendera 30 really looks great at first glance. It's a high-end music streaming player and music server. But actually, let's think about it this way. It's really a super flexible streaming platform. Why do I say that? Because the whole design concept of this machine is to give users a lot of freedom to modularize, from digital to analog. Even the output and internal storage can all be customized according to the user's needs and budget. Do you want it to be just a pure streaming transport? Or do you want it to be an all-in-one machine with a top-tier built-in DAC right from the start? That's totally fine too. So in this episode, I'll slowly break down for everyone how this Arendera 30, with its versatility, is redefining our expectations of what a high-end streaming player can be. For equipment to sound good, one of the fundamentals is having a solid chassis. The entire casing of the Arendera 30 is made from 10mm thick aluminum alloy. The top cover and the front panel are both CNC machined with these geometric lines. Not only does it look great, but more importantly, it provides strong physical shielding and anti-vibration effects. Micro-vibrations are the enemy of digital clocks and circuits. The A30 uses this golden bell enclosure to minimize those issues. The power supply is plugged in at the side, and there's also a 4mm ground connection. This way, even the tiniest bit of interference can be eliminated. Looking at the back of the unit, there's an HDMI port, but that's just for servicing. There's also a 2.5 gigabit high-speed LAN port, a dedicated USB port for connecting to a DAC, and the latest USB-C interface, making it convenient to connect to newer devices. On this side, you can install different modular cards. When it comes to great sound, there's an old saying, power supply comes first. For the Sun 3, they've really gone all out in this area. The components used in the power supply section are on par with those found in a high-end preamp. There's hardly any difference. First off, at its heart is a linear power supply module, the ARC6CX, which was co-developed with power supply expert Dr. Sean Chickers. How powerful is it? It's not just made from ordinary parts thrown together. Instead, it uses the entire 132,000 mAh top-tier power supply. It's really impressive. The active regulation and CX-class power control are all integrated into a single module. The biggest advantage of this approach is that it brings noise down to an extremely low level. The whole module acts like a supercapacitor, able to instantly respond to the dynamic demands of musical information, providing an ultra-clean power supply. And where does its energy come from? It's powered by a massive 300-volt ampere toroidal transformer, which then goes through this medical-grade AC ripple treatment to eliminate any possible interference. Any noise and interference are completely eliminated right at the source.
Or was that a moonlit veil? The music of the universe around me. Or was that a nightingale?
The highlight, the soul of the Xian. The modular output platform, a dream for audiophiles, giving you choices. If you struggle with decisions, that's a headache. Let's start with the first type of user, those who already have their beloved DAC decoder, meaning all you're missing is a quality source. In that case, these 3 modular cards below should be just right for you. For friends in this category, the Xian Free can become your high-quality digital transport, and you can pick a digital output module card that's specifically designed for pure signal transmission. The Felix USB module isn't just an ordinary USB output. It's equipped with a highly precise OCXO temperature-controlled clock, which completely regenerates and revalidates the signal before sending it to your DAC. The goal is to eliminate timing errors from the digital source down to 0, so your DAC can perform at its absolute best. The second module card is this Felix the First Superscript 2S module, which is designed for DACs that support iSuperscript 2S input. iSuperscript 2S itself is already the purest form of digital transmission, and with the addition of the precise clock inside the Xian 3, you can say there's no extra processing when sending this data to the digital section. And then, the last card is this AES/EBU and coaxial module. This one is a traditional and reliable choice, and I believe most high-end DACs won't have any problem with it. Now, moving on to the second type of user, those who want something simple and all-in-one, just one device to handle everything. For the Sun 3, you can add an internal DAC module to directly output analog signals. Plus, there are 2 levels for you to choose from. First, there's the Hi-Fi Performance DAC module. This is definitely not entry-level. It uses the latest AKM decoding chip and a high-spec TCXO clock. It supports up to 32-bit 768 kHz PCM and DSD 512. Both the digital and analog sections have independent power supplies. The distributor even lent it to me for a test listen, and honestly, it absolutely did not disappoint. So what about the high-end cup option? The Felix DAC module? You could say this is the ultimate choice, designed for those who pursue the most exquisite sound quality. It uses 2 flagship AKM chips to achieve fully balanced dual mono decoding. The clock system uses an OCXO temperature-controlled clock and an additional femtosecond level clock. For power, digital, analog, and left/right channels have independent supplies. Materials and design? It's on par with a top-tier DAC. It's a one-step ultimate solution. With a powerful power supply and various digital and analog outputs, you also need a smart and agile brain to handle the massive amount of music data. The computing core in this machine is more than capable of handling it all. It uses a newly designed, audio-dedicated motherboard, equipped with a 13th generation Intel quad-core processor and 8 GB of industrial-grade double data rate 5 memory. According to official data, its speed? It's 200% faster than the previous generation. But compared to speed, What's even more crucial is its real-time capability. The Sim 3 inherits the real-time kernel technology from the brand's flagship series. Simply put, this technology gives music signal processing a VIP lane, granting it priority so it can handle all music data with virtually zero waiting time. The operating system is installed on a dedicated PLC SSC module with power-off protection, ensuring pure and reliable operation. Absolutely. Not only that, besides being a high-end streaming player, it can also serve as a music server. Inside the machine, there's an M.2 NVMe SSD slot, so you have options. The factory offers pre-installed SSDs of 2 TB, 4 TB, or even 8 TB, but you can also buy your own SSD and install it yourself, super flexible. As for loading VIP CDs, you can just plug in an external USB drive. Just use the Ronever Solo app with the device and you're good to go. This app also lets you manage your massive music library, organize your local music files, and handle all the major streaming platforms, no problem at all. Personally, I find this app really user-friendly and even quite fun to use. You can set up room core on this unit, and it can also act as a streaming endpoint. From my experience, it's stable and delivers great sound quality.
Made holiday cheer with a somber inflection to mark this dark era. We stood in the cold night, awaiting to hear, but the bells were silent this year.
For this test unit, I think its most outstanding feature is the extremely quiet background. Now, this kind of quietness doesn't mean there's no sound at all, but rather that all the noise and interference have been completely eliminated. This allows the faint details, the lingering notes of the instruments, and the sense of air in the space to all emerge from the darkness. How does it achieve this kind of performance? I think it's related to its power supply, the weighty chassis, and also its 3-point anti-vibration feet. The sound signature of this unit leans towards precision and neutrality, and it's also very smooth. It inherits the flagship's real-time query technology, which brings extremely low latency, making the musical rhythm very precise. The texture is strong and impressive, and the music comes across as relaxed and unhurried. What's really different from typical streamers is that it doesn't deliberately chase after analytical power. This makes it sound more natural and enjoyable to listen to. Its sound signature is neutral, so whether it's classical music, jazz vocals, or pop music, it handles them all very well. But when it comes to classical music, its performance is exceptionally good for this type of player, both in terms of detail and layering. It does a great job. It really restores the texture of the instruments and the music, and you can hear the spatial reverberation and subtle dynamics. It manages to bring all of that out. To wrap things up, whether you're someone with really high standards who wants everything separated, or you just want an all-in-one device for simplicity, this Innuos 3 can handle it all. That's thanks to its highly modular design. But for audio beginners, this could actually be a downside, since it's relatively complex and requires a certain level of research and knowledge about matching components. So, if you're a newbie, make sure to communicate well with the distributor to find the solution that suits you best. Alright, that's it for today's sharing. I'm curious, what do you all think about this kind of modular design? And if you're really a hardcore enthusiast, how would you set up this machine? Remember to leave a comment and share your thoughts with everyone. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. You can also scan the QR code on the screen to become a loyal member of Hi-Fi Fever channel. See you in the next video. Bye.